What is farming? For many people, it is many different things and the answers will vary. That is what is so beautiful about it. For some, it may be about horses. For some, it may be about chickens. Some might have a variety of different animals on the farm. Some might just focus on crops. Honestly, the list goes on. And that's what makes it great. Welcome to Pondbank Farms, a day in the life of a dairy farmer, a day in the life of a cropper, in the life of Pondbank Farms. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the video, and in this video, we'll be going through what farming is to us. This video we'll be starting off by doing a bunch of work with our cows and milking, feeding, etc. And later on in the video, we'll be getting to crop work, shop work, and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Well, good morning guys, welcome back to the farm. More cow content for everyone that loves cows. I'm milking here, it's we're getting done. This milker here is not working right. So we gotta put it on manual, gotta get that fixed. So we're almost done. Just 2 milkers on yet. Sometimes they get feed in their water bowl. Okay, well that's a good sight. The cows are all fed, they're all milked, they're happy. And now we can go eat. They're good for the morning. Okay, I spent the morning taking our truck in because our truck tail light is shot and it's an LED tail light, so it's fairly expensive. So I went and they're hopefully covered by warranty. But anyway, that took a lot of the morning, and then I made some bills out. Gonna push some feed in here. Gonna go grab a bite to eat at a restaurant or something with dad and mom and the family. Usually we try to catch a restaurant at least once when Jake's gone. Just tradition. So gonna scrape the feed in here and get him fed a little bit more, and then that'll do it for the morning already. They're not like out everywhere, but there's just the odd place where they've eaten all of it. A few different cows. So the main goal is just to make sure none are out. Okay, that'll last them for a little while. I'm gonna go check upstairs in the barn, see how much feed is left. Wow, they got a lot left yet. I might not need a mix today. Part of the tendency with this is you can mix too far ahead, especially in weather like this, and it'll start heating. I mixed this yesterday midday, and obviously we're midday the next day, so it's starting to heat a bit. It's still fine. It's not ideal though, so you don't want to get mixed too far ahead. So I mean, in the winter, I would absolutely mix today because it'll stay fine. But you got to be careful in the summer because you can get yourself in a bit of trouble that way. Wow, we're getting a lot of rain in a hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do some chores.
Oh, hey guys. So that is this for that's good. Yeah, you don't make that on the garden next to use this here to thing me by the lawn. And I think I hooked the way because that's very important. Yeah. And you to this consider the cat, and the cat is very small. And there's occupied. It's a good cat.
If you like cows, you're in the right place. Behind the camera, we have Clyde Lichti doing the video photography. Thank you, Clyde.
Okay, got them boys that they're gonna drive the feature.
Guys, take a look at all this water. I've never seen anything like it. I've honestly never seen anything like it. Okay, I'm taking over milking for Dad now. And gonna finish that up, and then a few more chores to do yet before we finish up for the night. The close-up dry cows are fed for the night, and I got them bedded up a little bit, and I just had like half a bale here I put on, but that should do the trick. Good. Good morning. We are about half done milking this morning. So Jake's coming home today, I think. So yes, sir, Gare. We're on the home stretch, Gare. Yes, sir. Almost done. Got 8 more cows to milk, and then the bucket cow, and feed the cows. Okay, I think Dad's gonna put the milkers away, and I am going to clean the troughs today. It's this side I'm gonna clean, and then we're gonna get the cows fed. I didn't empty the mixer yesterday, which, I mean, it was empty, but we got, I think, like 2 inches of rain in like the course of like 2 hours. We got like 1 1/8 inches in the course of like an hour. Honestly, kind of crazy. Anyway, we got so much water in the mixer that the feed's gonna be, I didn't think to empty the water out of the mixer, but the feed was sopping wet, way too wet. But it is what it is. They'll eat it, just not ideal, I guess. Okay, we got the troughs clean. As you can see, our tiles are starting to break out, which it's been happening for a long time. It's just getting worse and worse, and I don't know quite why, but this side of the barn is a lot worse than this side of the barn. I don't know if any of these tiles are out on this side. Anyway, we got that side clean. This side we're leaving. We alternate the sides every other morning. So we've been having a few issues with the wagon up upstairs in the barn lately. I got it started. I'm just going up to make sure everything's working as it should. Looks good. Still have my tools up here. kind of dark up here, but I believe there's a bushing or a bearing in the other. This is the what drives the chain, floor chain. Either if it's a bushing or a bearing, either way, there's something that's too loose in there. It's not heating yet, so that's good. I did just mix it last night. Okay, time for me to eat. Well, we're back in the old rattle box. Gonna bed up the heifers now. I don't know how often Jake normally does it. He normally puts 3 bales in, but I find it makes a mess. I'd rather just do 2 bales, do more often, but everybody's different, so it looks like every other day is kind of but you have to do 2 bales, so I'm gonna get them bedded up again and scrape out all the other stuff. Feed them. I just started the fan up. I've never seen that before. I don't know. We've been up here for 12 years now. Honestly, in my life, I've never seen it rain like that in a 2-hour span. Okay, another day, and the heifers are dry for the next day or 2. Look how happy the cows are. I would say I've been doing actually a somewhat adequate job in Jake's absence. That's good. It's good to see him happy and content. Now, we gotta feed my veal calves, bed them up, all that good fun stuff. So after much trial and error, I figured out that exactly 7 of those bags uses one of these totes of corn, so I just throw 7 bags on the tape. Perfecto! I seen some comments, people wondering what the veal calves we took in to the stockyards, how much they went for and how much they weighed. First of all, if you're new to the channel, we're growing veal calves, and we just sold. It takes a long time to grow them from a calf to when you sold them. So we just sold our first veal calves about a week ago, or we got the check about a week ago, and it was interesting. So 3 calves we took. The biggest one was like 770 pounds, so pretty heavy boy. And it sold for $1,300. But what was really interesting to me is the other 2 calves we took were both around the 600-pound mark, so a lot lighter. But they sold for over $3 a pound, and they got right in around the gist. One sold for like $2,000, and the one sold for like $1,960 or $50 or something like that. So right around the $2,000. So I almost wonder if your better bang for your buck is selling them at 600. Yes, they go from 600 to 700 pounds really fast, but you do give them a lot of feed too. So I don't know what to say. But obviously you don't know exactly what they're going to weigh either, so you're going to have some heavier, some lighter. That storm we had yesterday absolutely flattened the alfalfa. It's going to be such a anyway, you try not to complain about that, because on a dry year, you would just dream of that kind of complaint. So I'm not going to complain about it. It's going to be hard to cut. Just getting some straw upstairs in our barn here. So this barn, the upstairs, is full of straw, and we're about to combine the next of the wheat. Every fall, my dad is horrified and petrified and scared that we're gonna run out of straw. So we stock up and we stock up. Last year, Dad was very worried we're not gonna have enough straw. And I did the numbers and I said, we're gonna have all kinds, Dad. Well, he was very worried we wouldn't have enough. Well, I don't know how many bales exactly are up here, but we have a barn full yet. So, Gare, don't worry. I got you covered. I got you covered. Oh, and Dad was picking up parts for our die-own wagon upstairs. I think that was yesterday. We picked up our blower. They got it all fixed up. There was a bearing going out on it. So that's a good thing we got that fixed, because we don't need that going out. Wow. The fan in there spins so fast. If something goes wrong when it's spinning, you're wrecking more than just what initially went wrong. So it's good to be proactive with stuff like that. Very good. Whew, it's another cooker out here. Okay, just gotta get the veal calves fed and then we're done here for the morning. We're gonna go home for lunch. So far today we got the heifers bedded up, and we got my veal calves bedded up and fed. Yeah. Well, we don't have them fed yet, but we will. I'm gonna walk out there and check this wheat here. I don't know if it's quite as thick as it should be, but I'm also worried. See a little bit of grass, maybe it is growing up. So, not sure how the weed control is in here. So the first bit here is where some baleage bales were when I planted the wheat. I did come in here and plant some spring wheat. Just gonna clip it off for green feed, just so it didn't go to waste, and plus I'll control the weeds a bit. All the weeds in here, honestly, they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. Just got a little bit of this, which I don't think will be a huge issue. If we look in here, I mean, you can see bare ground. There's a few weeds, some places worse than others, but the weed control is good, or like decent. Mostly what I'm concerned about is the thickness, or we had a bit of winter kill, so I think it's called winter mold. So basically I think it's a bit thinner than it should be. I don't know how much we'll see, or how, honestly I have no clue. Hopefully we're pleasantly surprised, but I don't think it will be a bumper crop. Well, would you looky yonder, look who is home. Well, you guessed it, it is dry cow feeding time. As you can see, the alfalfa is flowering, so like it should have been cut already, and it doesn't actually look that high, but part of the reason is it's kind of ish going down. Liquid manure is dynamite. Okay, look what we have here. Good morning. Got a little bit to do today. Got to fix this wagon, or at least start at it. Finish spraying our beans. The spray's in the sprayer. I'm just waiting for that to dry up enough. Once that's sprayed, we'll be unhooking the sprayer, hooking onto the manure pump, pulling it out. There's a hydraulic leak somewhere. We gotta get a hose cleaned. Just a bunch of fixing basically. Okay, got the wagon in the shop here. Our number one problem is our tie rod ends are really loose. We got some new ones, and also I believe there's a bearing in there because you can see this. Yeah, definitely not something you want to take bills around in. There's the tie rod ends, and I guess these are the bearings we're gonna need. So this is actually my first time changing tie rods, and I expected it would be a breeze. Got the nuts off of there, and then I'm like, well, does it thread in or does it just sit in there? And what, from googling it and looking into how it's made, I believe it's just supposed to push out of there. But I did read it might have to get torched and heated up. And I think there's a special tool you can possibly get to help push it out of there, because it gets extremely, like, the idea is it kind of wedges in there, so it gets extreme over the course of 10 or 15 years. It just completely rusts right in. So I'm gonna go do some spraying right now and get the sprayer cleaned out, and I gotta get the manure pump out and get that hose fixed. We'll let the tank agitate a wee bit. We're waiting. Let's look at this field. Not too bad. Starting to definitely change color. I feel like this is a decent size head. I've seen bigger, but I mean, it's hard to tell until you harvest, because how much are they filled out and stuff like that. It might be honestly lower yield than most years. I don't know, it might be average. I don't expect it to be super high, just due to all the heat we've had, and the wheat likes cooler weather when it fills out. But we did have cooler weather when it was starting to fill out, so who knows. But time will tell. My auto steer isn't working. We only have 25 acres here to do. I'm not sure. I don't feel like looking into it right now, to be honest. So we're just following the guidelines. Yes, these beans are quite weedy. So I just gotta follow that line, essentially. We're figuring it out. Fifth remote on this tractor is a very major leak. I knew it had a small leak, so I was avoiding it. But I was using it for something on the air seeder. I'm wondering if that was maybe the majority. Anyway, I'm just gonna walk around here and see if I can see it leaking anywhere on the pump. If it's not showing me anything major. Oh, here, I'm hearing something. Oh, right in here. All right, let's take this off, see what we find. Oh, there's definitely a leak here somewhere. Huh. That'll do it. Okay, it's a big old long hydraulic hose. Let's see if we can get to the store in time. Normally we have a place we go, a farmer that kind of does a bunch of fabricating and is big into hydraulic hoses. But today I'm going to a different store because I want to see if I can't find a tool to help take those tie rod ends out. Okay, we just got back. I grabbed this. It's supposed to help get the tie rod ends out, but we might need to torch it too. We'll see how it goes, I guess. We don't have a torch at the moment, but see if this works once. I did get the hydraulic hoses, so we can put them back on the pump. Put it back on the pump. There are so many pivot points and stuff on this these manure pumps. It's hard to figure out exactly where the hydraulic hoses should be, which is the problem we've had, is they just keep pinching. So I'm just trying to run it and kind of see what my options are. Gets kind of tight in there. So I don't know what to say. It's actually not too bad. Okay, let me show you what I did here. Basically, I kind of made this go around, made sure there was no pinch points or anything like that. We got it all back up like it should be. We just got to move the pump here now for the night out of the way. And tomorrow morning we're gonna be pumping our small pit down by the main dairy barn. Is almost full, so we got to pump it up here. And then tomorrow's Saturday. Monday, we're going to be trying, weather dependent. We'll check again, see how the weather looks Monday. But right now it's looking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be nice. We're going to be trying to cut pretty much all of our second cut. It's too late. It is too late. It's flowering. We should have had it cut. But the weather kind of, it's been iffy. But we're going to try to cut it all. And it'll be a little bit crazy for a few days. Because then after that, we're going to be trying to get manure on everything. So let's see how it goes, I guess. But well, I would really like to try out this tool, but it's getting kind of late. And I know how it would go. Half hour would turn into like 3 hours. And yeah, it's just probably better not to get started with that tonight. Whew, that's heavy. Well guys, thanks for watching this video. That is essentially the day in the life, a very random day in the life here at Pondbank Farms. Yeah, some days are just like this. It kind of is like, you know you're going to be getting busy in a few days, so you're scrambling to get everything ready, and then you get busy, things break, repeat cycle. So thanks for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and share it to friends that enjoy farming videos. Thanks for watching guys. We'll see you in the next one.